British Prime Minister Theresa May has survived a no-confidence vote in her leadership of the Conservative Party and heads to Brussels today in an attempt to win fresh concessions on her Brexit deal. Zhang Yue has more.
May secured the support of 200 Conservative MPs in yesterday's vote, with 117 opposing her leadership.
The result of the ballot held this evening is that the Parliamentary Party does have confidence.
The result means May can keep her positions as party leader and prime minister, while continuing an uphill battle to win parliamentary approval for her Brexit plan. Her victory means fellow Conservatives cannot challenge her for another year. But it was far from a comprehensive victory.
The Prime Minister must realise that under all constitutional norms, she ought to go and see the Queen urgently and resign. Backers have voted against her. She clearly doesn't have confidence of the House of Commons.
Whilst I'm grateful for that support, a significant number of colleagues did cast a vote against me, and I've listened to what they said. Following this ballot, we now need to get on with the job of delivering Brexit for the British people and building a better future for this country.
After winning the vote, May said she will get on with her renewed mission of taking Britain out of the European Union and will seek legal and political assurances from EU leaders on the backstop arrangement over the border between EU member state Ireland and Northern Ireland. Zhang Yue, Shanghai Live.
We now go to the United Kingdom to speak with our reporter Wu Yina for an update outside the country's parliament. Hi, Yina, how are people and the British press reacting to the no-confidence vote?
Hi, Herjian. You can see from behind me, actually there are protesters outside the parliament, and no matter they are in support of remain or leave, what they want is a say from the UK government and the parliament about the future of the United Kingdom. And also you can see the headings of today's The Sun newspaper. It calls that time to call a May. It points out that though Theresa May survived the no confidence vote, actually it's still the margin of the victory is not enough to remove doubt of her authority in this critical juncture in the Brexit process. And also she was forced to give up her fight for the next general election in 2022. And that but she can be a little bit relieved that within her party, she won't face another no-confidence vote within a year. But there are still possibilities that the Labour Party can call for a no-confidence vote, and the SNP is trying to get them to do this as soon as possible. But Labour said they will only do that once they are sure that they will get it passed through the Parliament and trigger the next general election. But what's next for May? What she can now only do is to get some changes for her deal from the EU, but it's still very hard. The EU has confirmed for several times that they won't renegotiate the current Brexit deal, and the UK government just announced that they won't start the vote for the Brexit deal before Christmas at the Parliament. And they didn't release a specific date, but we only know actually the deadline for the vote is January 21st next year.
In just a couple of minutes, EU leaders will hold a summit about the Brexit deal. So do you think the EU will support May? And if not, what's the future of Brexit?
Yes, that's right. In minutes, that EU leaders will gather at the headquarters of European Union in Brussels for the last meeting of the European Council this year. According to the President of the European Council, Donald Tusk, they say actually they will first start to discuss they will first listen to UK Prime Minister Theresa May's assessment on the Brexit deal, and then the remaining 27 EU leaders will discuss if they need to have some relevant conclusion. But reports are coming out from last night saying actually there is a draft statement and for the EU leaders to sign. And according to this draft statement, the EU says that they will continue to discuss with the UK about the free trade agreement even when the Northern Ireland backstop plan will come into effect at the transitional period. But they will only reassure it the Northern Ireland backstop plan is a temporary one. But we are not sure actually it's a political one or a legal one, or it is still really enough for Theresa May to get the support from her cabinet and the UK Parliament.
Thank you, Weena, for the update. And that was our reporter, Weena, live from London.